welcome to my course vlog. Today we are playing the Unicorn Golf Course located in Stoneham, Massachusetts. Here on hole 1, we have a straightaway par 4 that's 384 yards from the blue tees. I came straight from the car to the tee box. This place has no driving range, a very small putting green, so I was stiff, my muscles were cold, and I had no practice whatsoever except for the couple of swings before I teed the ball up. My second shot, however, I topped the ball and hit straight into the tall grass. It usually takes me a couple of holes to loosen up, especially with no warm-up shots that I had before I started my round. My third shot, I hit a little bit longer than I wanted to, but was able to avoid any additional trouble or hitting it into the ninth fairway. I didn't record my fourth shot for some reason, but I was able to chip it over the bunker onto the backside of the green. This was a very poor putting effort on my part. The green was sloped downhill and flowed left to right. I didn't get any putting practice beforehand, which definitely showed in my aggressiveness, as it clearly shows in my 3-putt effort here. But I was able to tap the ball in and get a triple bogey, which is exactly not how I wanted to start this round. Hole 2 is a 321-yard par 4 that starts off with a semi-blind tee shot. I'm not sure how I was able to do this, but with my driver, I was able to hit a low stinger / runner that thankfully caught the downward slope of a hill in the middle of the fairway. This actually allowed my ball to continue to run a long ways until it stopped about 100 yards before the green. From there, it was an easy chip shot that actually landed just pin high and released to the back of the green. The front left pin position added an extra layer of difficulty as it was at the end of a downward slope that runs left to right. It had actually rained for most of the day before my round, so the greens were pretty slow compared to what I'm used to. You can just imagine putts running right off the green on those hot, humid days in the middle of summer. After that first hole, thankfully, my putting had improved immensely from there on out. As you can see here, I was able to 2-putt for my first par of the day. Hole 3 is a 340-yard par 4 that's a slight dogleg left. Depending on the tee box placement, hitters may need to contend with the fence and trees that hang over the left side of the front tee boxes. But luckily, today I was positioned a little bit further to the right, so it really wasn't a factor, and I was able to hit right over them. My second shot left me with about 110 yards left to the green that is positioned below the fairway with a bunker protecting its front left side. Pretty decent shot from my third, although the wet ground kind of got into my head a little bit, which caused me to have issues with my chipping. From there, I was able to 2-putt for another bogey, bringing me to +4 through 3 holes. 174 yards, hole number 4 is the first par 3 of the day, with bunkers seemingly protecting all sides of the green. When I hit my tee shot, I thought I hit it into the front left bunker, which left me kind of bummed because I feel like I hit a pretty solid shot there. But as I started approaching the green, I noticed that I had missed and landed in the rough in between the bunker and the green. This ultimately left me with a short chip shot, which I was able to hit to about 3 feet from the hole, leaving me an easy putt for the par. Hole number 5 is another straightaway par 4 at 410 yards. The fairway is pretty hilly compared to the rest of the course, which is a welcome feature as I feel it would be pretty unmemorable otherwise. As the rain was starting to come down, I hit a pretty good tee shot just to the left side of the fairway. At this point, my glove was starting to get soaked and I was having issues gripping my club, and then the skies opened up on me. No video of hole number 6 as the rain was coming down too hard and I didn't want to get any of my equipment wet. I hit another good tee shot to the right side of the fairway. Okay, what a mess of a fairway number 7 was. There was standing water all along the fairway from the middle to the left side that seemed to flow to the right side of the fairway. It seemed like everywhere I stepped, I was stepping in a huge puddle. Now, I realize I just talked about this torrential downpour that I experienced. I'm pretty sympathetic to the fact that I know the grounds are going to be wet, but this seems a bit extreme. It also looks like there is some pipe work or something that's being done. This cuts right through the middle of the fairway, about 50 yards away from the green. Imagine hitting your ball into that. It is nothing but mud and water, and it's an absolute mess. Out of every hole that I've played so far, this was by far the most disappointing. At this point, it's getting a little too dark for me to see where my ball lands, and I know the camera feed looks all grainy and everything, so I feel like for content purposes, it'll probably just be best if we cut this video a little short. The second of 2 par 3s, you hit from an elevated tee box to a green that is elevated above the fairway. Probably my favorite hole on the course, the front pin position on this day just begs hitters to go pin seeking towards the hole. When I hit my tee shot, it felt like it was pretty solid as it came off the face of the club. Unfortunately, because it was so dark, I really had no idea where I landed. Once I made my way up to the hole, I was surprised to learn that I actually made it to the green, landing just a few feet short of the hole. Once I lined myself up, I was able to 2-putt my way to yet another par. Overall, the Unicorn Golf Course is a pretty decent 9-hole track for the price of admission. Just keep in mind that this is not a challenging course by any stretch of the means, but if you're looking to have a good time, want cheap prices, and a quick 9 holes to get in after work, this may be the course for you. Thank you everyone for taking the time to watch this video. Please smash that like button, share and subscribe so you can keep up to date when I post a new video. Also, please feel free to follow me on my other social media platforms.